It's sort of a long sort of a roundabout way, but I just wanted to explain the reason why uh, AB5 was so important is because if anybody's ever tried to organize independent contractors, you know that it's actually it's not allowed by law. They cannot organize into a union, right? And because these drivers are misclassified, we have to go about sort of a longer process where these drivers have to be determined by the NLRB to actually be employees. And then there's another process where then there's a union election, right? And so there's a lot of, the longer we wait in an organizing campaign, there's a longer is the attrition and people move on. And so it makes it really difficult. There's multiple hurdles. And so one of the things about misclassification is that we've always used the Barallo test in the past, and it's a much larger, longer, complicated process to prove that somebody is an employee. And AB5 was an attempt really to sort of to encapsulate a much simpler process, right? That state agencies can use to determine whether or not somebody is an employee or in fact an independent contractor. And so the I think the important thing is that really what AB5 does is it's instructions to different agencies like the EDD here in California or the Division of Labor Standards Enforcement. It did not lead to sort of massive investigations and audits of different trucking companies, right? An individual driver still has to file a claim with one of these agencies saying that they've been misclassified and that there's been wage theft. Uh, and then the agency will use the ABC standard, right? That's created by AB5. They will use that to determine whether or not the person is an employee or an independent contractor. And the trucking industry fought it tooth and nail, and also the organization that represents owner operators. At every turn, it's sort of been found to be sort of constitutional, and it's now sort of the law in California, but again, it hasn't led to sort of massive reclassification of misclassified drivers. It's just another tool that advocates can use when we're fighting this really sort of like uphill battle